But yeah, man. So we were kind of just chatting a little bit. Like, for instance, one thing that was a big. Me and Flynn were like going in on this, man. We were talking about how like the promotion of your music. So like, what do you like? A lot of like, and this is because he was asking about Landis, and he's got some tracks. He's like, yo, dude, can you like reach out to like Landis and like get us in a group chat and shit? And like, to be honest with you, I thought that was like the coolest thing ever because I'm so bad at this. Just like reaching out to some homies who might even have a connection at some tracks and be like, hey man, like I got a track that might work for this label. Can you like put in? He first thing he said was like, dude, he's like, I got I've been on Gold Digger. I'm friends with the A&R for that. Like, all you got to do is just ask me, man. And I was like, damn, bro, like I don't know why I have it, And he's like, yeah, a lot of people just don't. They just either they're maybe it's a mental, I don't know, dude, but like that kind of hit me for, whatever loop. And then I started talking about TikTok, because I don't know if that, like, I don't know what you guys think, man. Like, do you think like the labels, like, how do you guys view like promoting your music right now? Like, what is like, obviously we're all doing labels. Like, what do you guys see as like the path of, I guess, success for like what you guys are doing?
I've probably seen the best so far just from other labels helping me out with my tracks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's mainly just all the social platforms like Instagram. I even use my Snapchat to promote my shit. But yeah, I would say labels have done me the best so far. I'm still trying to figure it out though. I think promoting yourself is probably one of the hardest things to do, especially when you don't have a team or anything behind you.
Right, right.
Um,
Yeah, man, that's what I mean. Like, it's I think it's a good topic for like, especially guys that are like at our level, like where like I know Juice, like I see you got all the labels that you've been hitting on, you know, ton of good releases, and then you're also doing like the, um, the remix and the mashups. I think that's like a really good niche,
Oh yeah,
especially to like
yeah,
just
people eat that shit up, dude.
yeah,
People eat that shit up. Yeah, I mean, it's really good to get releases on bigger labels, if you can, like, um yeah, that it's only gonna help. I mean, it really depends on your goal. Like, do you want exposure for yourself, or do you want streaming revenue or download revenue? Because there's different ways to approach different goals. So like, if you're just trying to get exposure, which is great, I would I would hit up labels and do whatever that way. But the downside is you're not going to see a lot of revenue from the streams,
mm-hmm.
um, unless like you go super hard and have a huge budget for promotion. Um, and that's a big thing too. Is like you got to have a budget for promo. Like you got to hit
$2,000
these
a
Facebook
song.
ads. You gotta pitch it to playlists. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and it does cost money. I mean, there's tons of sites you can use to help boost your track in different ways. But yeah, I mean, and like really, you just have to build as many connections as possible. Like collab with people, get get emails, put your email out there so that people can hit you up, send you tracks. So then now you have their email. Now you can send them tracks back. I personally like individually DM people whenever I have stuff coming out. I've sent you guys tracks before,
oh
like
yeah,
Oh
my
yeah,
releases.
yeah.
I do personal DMs because I think that really helps the connection. Like I'm not just spamming everyone, which I mean technically I am, but it's still it's still
okay, dude, send it.
it's still like a personal message. Like I'm putting thought into these messages, so it's like you still have to build a connection. That's probably the most important thing. Like build connections with as many people as possible. and then like help people out, like promote other people, and then naturally you'll get promotion back, like just because people fuck with you like that.
Mm-hmm. True.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I mean, and you know, and this also ties into one, like this is something that I like, especially like not the producer side, but like the DJ side. And I know we're all DJs here too. But let me ask you guys this, and this is, I mean, I'm sure we all know a ton of artists that they make great music, right? You look at some of their, you know, their branding, it's on point. You know, you look at their numbers, like like you would expect them to kind of have a little bit more, but they turn away like a ton of different local gigs. Like Flynn was, this is a pretty good example that he was saying. He's like, you know, he doesn't, and maybe you guys want to like let me know what your thoughts on this are. Like, he doesn't mind doing these gigs that, I guess, as a DJ, help promote his brand. You know, say it's a local spot even. Whereas like some other guys, they kind of shy away from that. You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, maybe you're not about the top 40, or you know, but you know, there's like a different. I don't know, man. And like, I'm curious. Like, what do you guys think? Like, does, you know, because some people they use the DJing too as a job, even, you know, and that I get that aspect of it. But you know, does that, you know, does taking all the gigs, does like doing, you know, 3, 4, 5 shows, you know, at different clubs or whatever it may be, and then you're also on the lineups for like these festivals. Do you think that, I personally, I agreed with him. I'm like, you know, looking back, like, yeah, dude, he had a show like every night. He made money on top of it, and he's still promoting his brand. Whereas, you know, some guys, like, yeah, they're all about, you know, like they make great music. They got a bigger, you know, but they play maybe one festival a year. And like I said, I'm not trying to mention any names, but there's a couple people in Chicago that are like that, um, who I respect and I look up to, and I think they're great people. Um, but and just so you guys, like, let me see here.
Do you think that coming or that taking local gigs kind of compromises brand at some point, and maybe some of these bigger DJs aren't doing it because maybe they have to play a certain vibe or style at these gigs that don't necessarily align with what they would typically spin?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think I agree with that. Like, that's a big thing, right? Like, they don't want to like play to that you know, that crowd, or be, you know, bound to those rules. But I think I'm also like, this is just from like the house scene out here, which is, for some reason, Chicago, it like, I feel like everybody out, especially in the city, man, like they get away with, you know, these tech house remixes, and uh, I don't know, man, or at least that's how it was for like a long time. And it seemed like, you know, and then, for instance, like what Flynn was saying, you know, he's basically playing the same thing, you know, there at the festivals almost, but just, you know, maybe a little bit tailored more towards brand. I don't know, man. It's interesting, you know, and I don't know if you guys ever, or if you guys like do the DJing full time like that, or like do you guys just like what, like how it is where it just comes and goes with certain gigs that are like, you know, pretty much with your genre or whatever it might be.
I would
I
say,
would say, um, if like if you're starting out, like myself, for instance, like I'm not big enough to where I can just turn down gigs and focus on, like, I'm only gonna play bass house at at like a gig that I want to do. No, it's like if you're trying to build a following, like a gig's a gig, you got to do it. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
right.
it only helps you as a DJ for one, like technique wise, and
Mm-hmm.
crowd reading and all that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's good to play like an open format set here and there, like along with your house sets and whatever. It it helps you technique wise. It helps you be a better DJ, and it only helps your brand. Like, you don't know, like you could make a connection or make a fan or two one of those days. Like,
Yep.
it all depends. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I see the benefit and also in playing like a different type of set. I know my last couple gigs, they've told me to shy away from dubstep. They said the crowd isn't really into the super heavy stuff. So it's allowed me the opportunity to kind of expand what I think is a good set into another domain, more of like a freeform bass set. So I think it's been good for me to just test out different styles and kind of say, here's the vibe of the crowd. So then you're getting a whole new crowd as well. Some crowd you typically wouldn't. Typically, they wouldn't hear that music from you. So I think it's good to have multiple gigs as well. I haven't turned down any gigs lately. They've all been to my benefit. I've made a fan or two. I've had fun. I've gotten exposure. I've gotten practice doing it live. I haven't seen any downside to just playing every gig possible.
Right. And I think that speaks volume though too, man. Like, and like I said, like I don't want to name, like I'm not trying to name names, but like there are like what would you say would be the cut? Because like even if I had, I think even if I had like close to like 10,000 fans, I obviously the niche was going. They knew what music I was doing. The fan base is there. People are checking your shit out. I would still, me personally, like maybe I would still. Obviously, I'd probably put a different price tag on like what spots I'd want to play. Like if people are wanting to book, you know what I mean? Like at that point, it's like, well, hey man, like sure I'll play Q Bar, but it's gonna cost you like $400, like no problem. You know what I mean? But no, I think and then maybe I don't know at what level. Like that's what I mean. Like I could personally see myself, especially if you want to like adapt it into a career where it's like both the music performing. I don't know, man, where the cutoff would be. Maybe like close to like when you're like blown up. I don't know if you're like popping off and you're like, you got over 100,000 monthly listeners and these top labels are, pulling you in and you're doing all this stuff for that. Then maybe I think that would be like the spot where it's like, all right, well, Mr. Q Bar and fucking, these little record labels that are doing these things like, I don't know. I don't think you guys are great, but like I said, this is kind of where the price tag is of this brand now. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think if you're consistently pulling the crowd that fucks with you the most, that digs your music, then you can play wherever. I mean, honestly, like if you're pulling your type of crowd that you want, you can play anywhere and people will like you.
I mean, we're artists and producers, like we like to party. We like the scene, If you're turning down,
you heard it here first.
Doyle
likes to party.
Hey,
get a like and subscribe right here.
We all like party, dude.
That's true. We all like to party. We all like to party. Yeah.
Yo, my name's Austin. I like to party too.
and
I should do like.
Too, go ahead.
No. I was gonna do like later. I'll do like a montage cutaway of each one of you guys doing a weird thing, and then like, hi, my name's Austin. I like to party. But go ahead, Juice.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm talking. I wouldn't turn a gig down. Obviously, if it was a pre-pandemic world.
Yeah.
Like now, I would kind of be hesitant to take a gig like that. I know will have a big turnout, just because I'm concerned for my safety. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, pre-pandemic, like, I would take what I can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
I mean, the little gigs that are going on right now, they have been pretty. They've been safe and
they've been low key and cutting it off at a certain cap and everything.
That's the thing. They don't want too many people around right now. So right now they're just doing smaller things, which are still like like he said, he's been taking all the ones he's doing, and they're still been fun. We all meet people. That's what you got to do. You got to be your own brand to yourself.
Absolutely. So. And I think like you were saying, Juice, I think the local gigs are where you're pulling your most of your fans anyways. If you're at that level where you're playing consistently in one place, that's probably where you're going to have your best turnout. Are the local gigs. So I think they're a huge benefit. Until you're getting offered something better in place of it, why not just keep picking them up?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. No, it's funny you guys talk about, like COVID and the gigs, and I agree, man. Like it's, especially like pre, Corona and oh yeah. Nice. I got Party Cat in there too.
We got a fifth joining us today.
He's back up top.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
That's the comic
Party Cat.
relief in this whole episode here, dude. Oh my.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
He doesn't give a shit.
No, but
He
I was
wants
gonna
to be
say
part of it.
Iowa, dude.
Awesome.
I don't know if you guys know. Iowa doesn't give a shit, man. Dude,
I went to University of Iowa for 2 years, man.
did
I
you
know
see?
exactly what
Did
you're
you
talking
see?
about.
So this, what is it? The Summit? Is that
Oh yeah,
Is it the? You know what I'm talking about? The club, the Summit, right?
in Iowa City.
In Iowa City,
I've
yeah.
never partied there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been there
They're
plenty of
players, yeah.
times.
So I saw, yeah, Nick Nice and Chris. They had a show there. I saw the dude, shoulder to shoulder, bro. People licking face,
Right
bro.
now.
Yeah, like recently. I
People looking COVID.
dude, I saw someone get herpes in the video. Like just like, so it's I don't know, man. It's interesting. Like, I'll be honest, I would take the gig. Like I'm looking to get a spot because my college reached out to me. It's in Ames, the Iowa State, but I'm assuming the club out there is going to be probably close to that. I don't know, man. I'm not going to shy away from it. I mean, did you guys end up getting the Corona shot? Like, did you guys go through that or no?
Not
No.
yet.
The no.
The vaccine.
I've still heard so many things that are good and bad about it too, and I'm just
Yeah, I'm kind of doing my time, just trying to stay safe in the meantime. I mean, we pretty much quarantine throughout the week unless we're going out like that once or twice, like a month to go
Yeah.
do a show.
And they're shut down on like everything here in Michigan still. I mean, they just opened up some things, but it's
Yeah,
like
it's still a very minimal capacity, low
Yeah.
hours.
Mhm.
They're playing gigs at like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Clubs are shutting down by like 10.
10.
Some of them.
Yeah, like the thing is, like, obviously I love to play, I love to DJ, like I love to party, you know, but like to me it's just not worth it to be at something like that, like a packed place shoulder to shoulder now, like that. I mean, you know, it's just not worth it to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to catch a cold. I don't want to get a sore throat. I don't want none of it. I don't want, not just Corona. I don't want none of it. Like, I hate being sick, dude.
Yeah. I
That
hear you
season
there.
anyways.
Like, it's not worth it to me, bro.
Yeah.
No
Get
matter
that.
what the paycheck is.
Yeah.
I mean,
those-
it gives you a lot more time in the studio.
Yeah. And it applies to your
True.
live stream.
Yeah, there
True.
you go. Hey,
True.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I
back
mean,
to him on live stream.
I think it's going to be another year before everyone kind of feels more safe to like really. I mean, yeah, there's you know, people who are doing that and opening up stuff like crazy like that versus well, you know, and then again, I always think sometimes like you know, everyone's at the school, so they're coming from different states and whatnot, but I was so less populated than, you know, Chicago, for instance.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah. It's corn in small groups.
Lots of corn.
right,
Oh, yeah.
right.
I've driven through it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's interesting. Like I think another year. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard. So you know, we've just been kind of talking about these gigs and festivals and stuff. So Spring Awakening was supposed to be in Cancun, right? So was Electric Zoo. So was and I heard it's already canceled, dude. They canceled everything, and
Yeah.
like to hear that, I'm like, well, that just reiterates the fact that it, you know, this type of world right now with the virus and, you know, just gigs and another year at least, you know, bare minimum, you know, and that maybe even it could be another 2 years. I don't know. So, but yeah, that leaves us a lot of time to make
And-
beats and stuff.
Yeah, and on the bright side, like, something like this is probably never going to happen again because we're going to be prepared for it. Like, there's going to be teams, there's going to be like task forces that specialize in something like this. So like, there is some bright side to this, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this: like, we won't. I don't think we'll ever see another pandemic in our lifetime. Who knows? You know, in the year like 22,000, there might be cybertronic, skin disease. I don't, something that's crazy. But I don't. Yeah, in our time, bro, this is it, man. This was
We'll
it.
be long gone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Long gone, but never forgotten.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We like to party. You heard it here first. Sorry. Go ahead, Juice.
Something that I always wonder about, and this has nothing really to do with music or anything. It's like, how are people gonna know we were here if we don't like carve shit in stone anymore? We send it to the cloud and we think it's gonna be there forever, but what if it's not? You know what I mean? Like, how are people like 2,000 years from now gonna know about us? Like, is there gonna be some kind of like super cloud that never gets destroyed, or like some kind of database? Or because like the only reason why we know about past civilizations is because they etch shit in stone. Like, they fucking hammer shit out and it's there forever. Like,
Dude.
Are we not going to get lost in all this digital data?
I'm gonna
after
hammer
30
it.
years?
I'm gonna hammer my
That's a
whole
good point.
Ableton template.
yeah, I'm gonna etch my
My
project
whole
files
template will be there, so you see
in
the
fucking limestone and bury it in the Sahara.
That's something up you got
I'm
to
gonna bury it in King Tut's tomb.
I'm just gonna keep cloning myself.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, there's gonna be
You
a
heard
lot
it here
more
first.
Doyle.
This is where the map starts, dude. Somebody passed the joint. Damn, this is a good topic.
I'm gonna go
Um,
Juice
uh,
the caveman for this bitch.
I agree though. The cloud can't hold this shit forever, but we got those. It's crazy. The USB drives, those that like, or just like the external data, that stuff. I don't know how long you guys think that stuff lasts. Like, do you think like a hard drive? How long do you think if it's just sitting? Just let's just say like like how many years do you think that'll just sit, dude? I think a couple 100 years, bro.
And in what conditions? It's got to be
Like just sitting,
temperature.
like no. Oh yeah, temperature. Right. I mean, maybe just
weather, got humidity.
You learn that
Also-
stay in a box. Let's say we'll put it in Juice's box and like bury it in you know what I mean?
It's a juice box.
Put it in the juice box.
Put it in the juice box.
Like, like,
Yeah, not a Capri Sun, the juice box.
I think a couple 100 years.
you think of
Yeah.
like think of like VHS, like who has VHS tapes in the actual things that play it? Like,
Yeah.
My Mac doesn't even support.
it's kind of like that.
Like,
True.
Right.
Yeah.
True. That's true, man.
It's like
That's
it'll only
true.
last as long as people have the stuff that allows it to work.
That's a good example.
7 a
Then
day.
it's like,
Watch it.
Remember laptops used to be
Stone
put
carvings,
CDs.
man. Here we come, dude.
yeah, man, it's gonna make a comeback.
We'll be trendy again soon.
I'm gonna start making CDs again.
You have to, yeah, you gotta like
Start
write
playing
shit
them.
down in stone.
Put this in your Walkman.
That's how you leave a legacy, dude.
That's true. Oh, that'd be great.
You want to live forever? You gotta carve it in stone.
That's what I'm saying.
Get it stoned.
Yeah.
Stone it.
Stone it, dude. Stone it in the
Been
juice
trying to
box. Stone it in the juice
I've been
box.
stoning myself for so long, dude. Yeah.
Get it stoned.
Oh man. But no, that is true though. With how I didn't even, dude, that totally phased me for a second. Macs don't support certain Macs don't support like thumb drives or anything like that, right?
Oh, it's been years. I can't even plug in an external.
Well, they support it, but you have to
Yeah.
buy like extra shit
Yeah.
to
$70
make it work. Yeah, right.
Who the hell's got time for
The
that?
cash grab, dude.
$10 USB.
Yeah. That's great.
It's pretty crazy. But yeah, the technology keeps advancing so quickly that it's like, how long are externals even going to be relevant?
Yeah, man. And like the cloud storage too, like you know what I always thought? Like this is a crazy thought. Like where does like you have Snapchat? You know how like does Snapchat just have like how much data is that company like storing?
Tons of
Like
data.
Oh, insane amounts.
Yeah.
Got a big garbage
Can
dump
you-
somewhere.
can you just imagine the
Where do you
people at
put that shit?
Snapchat? Yeah. And here's the other question, like do they get to see everything that everybody sends on Snap? Do they have that in the
Yeah.
back
Drugs and
end?
all the nudes.
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine that department?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sign me up, coach.
It's in the it's in the terms and agreements that you've never read.
Yeah.
They're never looked at.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's true, man.
it's like
My
there
buddy,
there needs to be an app where it like sums all that up in one sentence for you,
So
like
for
a
what?
terms and conditions translator.
everything else.
So you don't get
Like
turned
just
into a human
just
centipede.
summarizes it
A,
in one
B, and
sentence.
C. Yeah. Making
Dude,
life easy.
Right.
Fuck, man, that's my next project. I'm gonna make an app that it's like terms and conditions translate.
All right.
It's like Spark Notes.
It's like the
Yeah.
Spark Notes of that shit.
Yeah, there you go.
You heard it here first.
That's actually kind of a good idea.
Go check out Juice's app. Terms and conditions summarized. Or we'll come up
Juice's
with a
app,
better
Juice
name.
Box.
That's Juice Box.
Oh,
Juice box app.
if somebody makes that, you better give me a cut of that.
that should be good. And we're back.
We're back
We're back.
after a word from our sponsors.
Juice Box.
Yeah.
Box.
Juice. That's
High
that,
C is putting
that-
out a
that's-
shout out to the juice.
I was gonna say, man. Like, if you get some endorsement deals with your name, like you got, like, dude, I could just see it. You know.
I'm gonna be
I'm
all
gonna-
over
I'm gonna-
doctor offices.
Bro, I'm gonna make my own like yeah.
Insulin's everywhere.
Oh my god. I would not trust that.
Call it therapy music.
Yeah, get your dose.
So my girlfriend's friend, Doyle. I don't know if we talked about this. She like reached out to Emily. She's like, does he have diabetes? Like, why does he? She's like, is there like a hidden meaning? Because she has it, and she's like, oh wow, that's so nice. Like, or what did she say? She's like, that's awesome. But does he have
What
it?
type is he?
Yeah.
That would be really good for branding though.
Yeah.
It would. I've been asked actually a couple of times if I have what type am I and stuff like that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Man, just imagine if you did though, you'd have a whole community behind you.
Hey man, I'm still here to help out diabetics.
Hey, it's never too late.
I'll do what I can, man.
That's true, man. Shout out my people. Type 8. I see
Yeah.
you.
Type A B C D E F G, man. Let's go.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
People are gonna hate this.
Yeah.
No, but in
boots and cats. Let's do it.
I could see you guys on the now it picks like which screen it is. How do I get like? Is there a way to like show all three though?
Hit the view in the top right corner and hit gallery instead.
Oh,
of zoom.
gallery. Oh yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yep.
There we go.
We should all be the same size again.
All right, let's get a thumbnail one. You ready?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Oh, dude, that's gold.
Solid boys.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
good at being candid.
Gross.
We're trying. Everything's a work in progress.
First one's always the most awkward.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. No, this was good. This was good. And now the audio is in here. The audio worked. So I'm gonna probably just I'll edit this tonight and yeah, man. It'll be up either tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. I'll just post it up there. Like, there's really not too much as we do these more. I'll figure out like, obviously there's like people who are doing them like it would be nice to have it if everyone was in the same room. That'd be dope with different camera angles. But Zoom's just as good with this. And I'll figure out like
It would be fun.
yeah.
We actually sit down and talk when we're all together.
Yeah.
Dude, I love you guys have like the studio set up in the background by you. I don't have shit here.
Oh, these are just arts and crafts shit that I did. It's just poster
Sound
board.
dampening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty dead.
Yeah, man, this was dope though. This is good shit. So I'll edit this.
I like how we're doing this.
Yeah, man. We'll do it weekly, dude. I'll just hit you guys up, and next week we can even dive into because it would if honestly if we're sharing it, and I know organically it might get some hits too. Some of the homies in Chicago, obviously, or by you guys wherever you guys are, we can have them on, chat it up. I'll be spitting every 3 seconds in the fucking.
Spitters or quitters, Dave. Come on.
ASMR.
My name's Dave. I'm a spitter.
Best episode ever.
This episode.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, I probably won't throw one of these in the other episodes. Pretty gross. I'm gonna probably cut that part out every time I spit. So
Does Dave suck dick?
You heard it here first. Damn, I should have been using this video the whole time. Anyway, here we're gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna close it out. Like, share, subscribe, check it out. I'm gonna link all your guys' shit in there too, and then we'll see this next week, man. We'll do it. So, good stuff. All right, let me.
Are we plugging or what?
Yeah, if you guys want to do a plug too,
I've been
let's do it.
waiting all day to plug my shit.
Let's do it right now, man. What do you got going on? Let's hear it.
Mine's saying.
Oh, I mean, of course we have music coming soon. I don't know when yet, but you'll know if you follow me on Instagram or wherever else at It's Juice the DJ, and you can get a hat just like this one on my Etsy shop, Juice the DJ shop on Etsy.
Nice. You sell juice boxes?
Yeah, they're on the way, man.
Coming soon.
Fuck yeah.
Just by the foot.
Juice by the foot.
Just got to get my deal with Capri Sun finalized.
Oh yeah.
And then, what about you guys? You guys got any plugs you want to throw in there?
I mean, I'm the same. I got some songs coming out. Not exactly sure when. I know one label's gonna take forever. They told me June. So hey, keep your eyes out in June.
You heard it here
Got some
first.
time.
You heard it here
Yeah.
first.
Other than that, chill.
Yeah, and I'm finishing up my first track right now. Look for that soon on all platforms. Otherwise, Aussboss audio on all the channels. Hit
Hell
me
yeah.
up.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I'm just InSulin Music, all channel.
Let's get it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop all your guys' stuff in the description and all that. So we'll check it out.
Hell yeah.
And then until next week, boys. We'll keep it going.
Oh yeah, good chat, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Good seeing y'all.
Good hanging with
Take
you.
it easy.
See you guys.
All right, peace.
Later, man.
Peace out.